Watu walemavu, nothing about us without us.
It is a slogan that depicts all sorts of hardships that people with disabilities continue to encounter day in, day out. And from the phrase, disability is not inability, the disabled persons are now recollecting courage and strength in speaking out whenever their rights are breached.
We are saying it should be minimal. It should be like the way you go to ask for your national ID. 100, 200 hata ikiwezekana, lakini sipite 5,000.
Though the new constitution provides a level ground for each and every Kenyan to compete and participate fully in the elections, all seems to be just on a piece of paper, and this gives room to institutions tasked with implementations of the charter to mess up the process.
We did share with them, and they agreed, and in support with all other stakeholders who are in that meeting, that they need to waive that fees. They need to waive that fees for the youth, people with disabilities, and the women as part of the implementing the affirmative action principle within the Constitution. And I think IEBC agreed.
Under the leadership of Isaac Mwaura, a human rights activist and chair of people with disabilities, the group claims that the election body is going against the new constitution by putting in place election nomination fee rules, which makes it hard for them to participate effectively in the polls.
The next general election shall be the first that persons with disabilities shall participate meaningfully, both as candidates and as voters, and therefore, such fees shall serve to deter them from participating. There is a bidirectional correlation between poverty and disability, and most persons with disabilities live in poverty, and therefore, good but poor candidates may shy away from contesting.
They have termed as exploitation the act of demanding extra funds outside the 17 billion shillings which is drawn from the taxpayer to conduct the elections.
As a special interest group, we do hereby urge Parliament to scrap the nomination fees altogether or make them as minimum as possible, since paying huge sums to IEBC is tantamount to paying for free services from a public-funded office, which is inimical to some form of corruption of the electoral process.
The group is now threatening to use all avenues, including legal means, if their plight is not addressed by the concerned institutions like the Parliament.